Hello, and welcome to another edition of Potluck, your everything and anything talk and entertainment TV show. My name is Laura Hartman, and I am your host. Today we have three special guests joining us who are involved in a film that is first going to be used as a trailer to get the audience to choose the actors in the film, called Man in a Cave. With me, I have the executive producer and director, Lotus Seng, her daughter, Lenta Tresor, and one of the leading actors who is trying to get as many votes as he can, Altorro Black. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura.
So before we get into talking about Man in the Cave, as well as some of the other films that you're doing, since you own a production company, let's talk about you first. And how did you get involved with making films? And tell us about your wonderful background, because you are internationally known.
Yes, sure. I started as an intern with some big production companies in overseas in Europe, and I produced two TV series in Kenya and in Asia, and one ran for 4 years and was an award-winning product.
Wow.
Yes, so I started as an intern, and now I have my own production company. And it started because my daughter was in the entertainment industry, and I picked up on my production and directing skills pretty soon. And as a result, I did a short, Settled, and that had also Lente in it, and Josh Murray, who's also vying for the role of the man in The Man in the Cave. We have a TV pilot, L.A. Lente LOL, that's in development. This is Real with the director of The Exorcist, William Baker, and I'm also the producer on that one. That's with Parker McKenna Posey. We have just acquired another feature. It's called Just a Prayer Away, and I think the signature look from our production company is that any type of production under our umbrella will have magnificent promotion and marketing, just like for The Man in the Cave, where we have chosen to have a trailer for 3 actors that will be not auditioning, but they have been in our trailers for the same role, and we will let the audience choose who they want to have as their leading man.
Okay.
Well, and one of our actors, our fine actors, is here, Altorro Black, and Lente here plays the young woman in this film, and I'm not the director. It's written by Greg Bryan. He's the director, and I'll be co-directing the film, also coaching as much as I can because of my background. But we definitely are excited about producing this movie, especially because we'll be reaching so much public. We have interest, well, of course, also from your program, but we've been approached by Actors Breakdown International Film Festival, interviewing us, and we've been on React Radio, and we'll be coming back here soon also to talk about Just a Prayer Away with fantastic names. Thai tribute. We have Marcus D. Wiley from the Yolanda Adams Show, and so many more people. We're auditioning and casting on January the 20th, so hopefully maybe you can be there as well to actually see live what it is that we're doing.
Okay, awesome. Now, Lenta, tell us about your background in acting. When did the acting bug hit you?
Well, I started acting when I was a baby.
Okay.
I mean...
Not by choice.
No, of course not. Like, my mom would go and do her own stuff, chat with her friends. I would cry to get the attention because, I wanted my mom.
Okay.
So that's basically when I started acting. And then when I started professionally acting, was when my first audition was to be in one of the roles for Hannah Montana.
Oh, wow.
And it didn't quite work out at that time. And then I did a Wheaton Mall model contest.
Okay.
And I won that, and then they gave me a referral to their main office for a modeling company.
Okay.
And you know, at first we thought it was a scam. You know, they
Right,
have that.
yeah.
And it turned out it wasn't what I personally was looking for. And then I started looking at Wilhelmina models.
Okay.
And I got a casting call for that. And I went and I made it through.
Okay.
And I've been going under their classes. I did Photo 101 with John P.T.C, and he's one of the directors there. And ever since then, I started to explore myself, what I wanted to do, if I wanted to do modeling, acting, singing.
Great.
And I actually major in all of those. I love doing all of them. And then I started doing the big things, like movies, and we did a short called Settled. It was a Christian film. It was really nice. We won 2 awards for the behind the scenes, which my mom was also producing.
Great.
And that was a really wonderful movie. Then I did a DreamWorks commercial, and also a Gaylord's commercial, the Gaylord Hotel.
Okay, great.
And these experiences have been so great because I'm growing in every single audition, because I know what they're looking for. So I know how to put myself, how to audition. I don't change like my hair color or anything like that to fit their character. But I do want them, I don't want to change like my personality. I want them to like me and pick me for me.
Sure.
So I started, you know, when I was the modeling mall thing is the answer to your question.
Okay, and how old were you when you started that?
I was, I believe, 8.
8, okay, and you're now 12?
Yes.
Wow, okay, so 4 years. 4 years of experience, that's great.
I'm really excited.
Great, awesome. Now, Altorro.
Yes.
Tell us about your background. How did you get into acting?
I think I've always kind of been drawn to like kind of teaching, training, performing, those kinds of things. And no one ever told me, you know, when I was done with school to not do it. So I can't say people were, you know, don't do it or but it was just like, you know, you finish school and you get a real job, you know? And I would find that in all these real jobs, I was doing well in promotions and things like that, but I just wasn't like, I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel like I was really doing what I wanted to do. But I would always find myself like in front, doing something or just doing acting type things. So just some changes had happened job-wise, and I had asked myself what I wanted to do, and the answer was real estate. I know, right? That's not what you thought. Right? And then after doing some things in real estate, then I was like, okay, this is great. I like it, but what do I really want to do? And then the answer was acting. So probably about 3 years ago, I just started acting part-time.
Okay.
And that has progressed onto full-time acting.
Wow.
Yeah, with just lots of different roles in movies here in the United States as well as internationally, commercials here in the United States as well as internationally, and projects just all over. So I feel very lucky and privileged and fortunate to be able to be doing what I feel I love. So.
Okay, great. Now you've had experience on the West Coast and the East Coast, I understand. So tell us about the awards or nominations that you've had.
Yes, thanks for asking. I was in a web series called Sister Wives.
Okay.
So you know the show with the gentleman who has 5 or 6 wives. It's like the
oh yeah, the Mormon show.
Yes, exactly. So director, writer, actress, or actor. Some people like to say actor. Sonia Dunn. She came up with this idea to have a black guy, polygamist, with 3 wives. So sister wives, S-I-S-T-A. So that's a whole dynamic of, you know, okay, you got this guy and he's got 3 wives, and, you know, how is he handling this? You know, one's, you know, like, oh, and one's like, oh, I'll do anything for you. And one's like really like, you know, S-E-X-Y, you know, like a vixen, vampy. So anyway, in California, we won some awards at the International LA Web Fest.
Okay.
I won an award for my role as Jacob Jones in Sister Wives, and it was a great experience to go out there for the festival and just and be recognized for work. So
Sure. So were you one of the husbands that had 3 wives?
I am the husband.
Oh, you are the husband that had 3 wives.
with 3 wives, trying to manage 3 black women. You know, so
That's a lot of work.
It's very fun. It's written very well.
And
yes.
here you are again.
Yes,
the only
women.
man,
Yeah,
3
yeah,
women.
yeah.
Well, young woman.
Well, yeah, young woman. Yeah.
Great. So, so now you're involved with Man in the Cave. How do you feel about? I mean, are you like nervous about like whether you'll get the part or not, since the audience is gonna pick the part? I mean, like, how do you? If you don't get the role, how are you gonna feel?
Well, if I don't get the role, I'll probably just go on an island and just be alone for like months and cry. No, I feel like it's a great experience. I feel like, you know, whoever the audience does choose, you know, that's going to be a great thing, because with this role, and the reason why I was attracted to this project is it's different.
Yeah.
You know, there were books a long time ago, like Pick a Path books, like where if you want to take the stairs, go to page 22. If you want to, you know, go outside, go to page 18. Or nowadays, like, you have these video games where you decide where you want to go and this and that. So, I mean, this is the audience deciding where they want to go with the film. So,
Right.
I mean, nervous? Definitely not. I just think it's a great idea, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, and good exposure as well.
Oh, yeah, it's all about exposure, right?
Okay, so tell us about the part that you're playing, and what is, you know, tell us a little bit about.
Sure. I play a man, and there's a cave.
Literally
so
a cave?
Literally, there's a cave. They did some location scouting, and in West Virginia, there's a huge cave where they've already gone and looked
Wow.
and checked things out. And for the trailer, we simulated all of that. You know, it's a little bit of a spoiler, so it may look like it, but we weren't really.
You weren't actually there.
You weren't actually in the cave.
It might be a little chilly this season.
Oh, yeah.
We were chilly. It was
Yeah.
cold, wasn't it?
Yes,
It was freezing cold.
Josh got frostbite.
Yes,
Yeah,
one of
Josh.
our frostbite.
Josh Murray's the other actor that also is fine
We
for the role.
sacrifice for the film.
Yeah.
And basically, this is a story about, it's apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic, and this gentleman, he's going through a journey, and he finds people and situations along the way, and it's how he deals with them.
Okay.
So it's really a kind of an elemental story. It's him against the elements, it's him against himself, it's him thinking, it's him just going through all kinds of different machinations in his mind, and having to deal with the elements and the cold weather and animal elements. So, I mean, it's really deep. Yeah.
Wow. And what kind of animal elements do you actually have? Oh, just sounds of the wolves.
Dancing with the wolves, well, not so much, but yes, and we have this wonderful editing studio that I'm working with on a regular basis, Evelina Studios, that have been helping us with the editing and animation. There's animation in the movie that, yeah, it's gonna be really surprising. We always want to have the quality of the product. We want to be different, and definitely when we seek out actors and directors, we always looking for those that are confident and that are not afraid to be part of a cutting edge, concept that comes out of this brain or my partner's brains. We want to do different, and like also with Just a Prayer Away, that's a Christian movie of a young girl that has 2 prayers, one to God that He will answer a prayer, but also about her brother that has left the path of Christianity, and hoping that he will come back. But what we're doing is for our fundraiser. We're also fundraising for the Men in the Cave and for Just a Prayer Away. Is that we will have a confession booth on the website, yes, with an actual video where people can
So you can let
submit
it
the
out.
prayer.
Like you know what you did last year? You let it out.
All right.
Yeah, so you can just let it out, and we will honor those prayers. The cast and the crew will, integrate those prayers either in the behind the scenes or within the feature. And I think that has never been done. We're always looking for different signature, and so that we can become a part of your show and any other show and talk about what it is and why we're doing the movies the way we're doing.
With the Christian movie, it sounds like you're kind of like sharing the love, or showing that you care.
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
Awesome.
And of course, and with our fundraising efforts, we will have like a PA for a day. People can win a PA for a day.
Oh, cool.
Yes, and with one of the project, with Just a Pray Away, we have 4 hours of studio time with a music producer. You can win that if you support and back our campaign and become a funder. So definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
definitely
really
getting the
That's
people
smart. That's very
involved. You know, it's
Yes.
not just
Sure.
donate and
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's come on the set, be a PA,
Be a PA, yeah.
production assistant for people who don't know
Yeah,
that.
or personal assissint of Mr. Black.
Assist
here.
me.
Exactly.
Yes.
Where's my coffee?
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
thank you for my coffee.
Look,
do that.
yeah.
Okay. I need that.
Right,
It's-
and for maybe viewers out there that are like curious about the film industry, don't know how to get in, what a great way to like
Get on
Yes.
that.
out, or
And you
give
can-
it like a whirl.
And you can learn all about it on our Facebook page, The Men in the Cave, the movie, and Just a Pray Away, the movie. We have a website that's under construction, the Men in the Cave, the movie.com. So please, try to follow us there and take a look at Altorro, Josh, or Dan Johnson, who also is the other actor who we did a trailer with. It's just really amazing. And even for we had so much fun on the set of the trailer. It was so, and I think that Altorro and Lente can speak to that. But it was so much fun that I decided to create and produce a standalone product for the Men in the Cave, the behind the scenes, and not call it a behind the scenes, but make an actual documentary.
Okay.
And we are going to also distribute that particular product and enter that into the different festivals. Yes.
Oh, awesome. Very cool. So, Lenta, how are you involved with the Man in the Cave or Men in the Cave? What's your role?
My role is the young woman in the movie. I can't really give out too much information about the relationship between the main character, the man, and the young woman, but I can tell you that it's for her it's a little bit scary at first. She's very young. She doesn't know what's happening. So, I mean, that's my role, and I've had a few experiences where I've had to act that way. Like, for example, Settled, the short, I've had to act as if I was alone. That's it was a post-apocalyptic, time period, and I was a young girl who was also, very alone and sad, and she's very confused.
Okay. Were there any challenges for you, or do you think that it came out, when you did the trailer, do you think it came out better than you expected?
Well, there were definitely challenges. The night of the shoot, it was freezing cold.
Right.
I mean, completely freezing. And then I can't give out this technique, but in order to make mud on our face, we mixed something with cold water. And like I said, it was very cold outside, so the makeup artist rubbed it all over my face, and my face was like freezing.
Oh, goodness.
And I stayed outside, and I was close to a fire, but it didn't feel very warm. My face was like freezing cold. It was white and pale, which helped for the movie, but it didn't feel very nice. That was a really big challenge for me.
Those are some of the sacrifices that you have to do to be when you're an actress.
Yeah, but it was totally worth it. I mean, it came, the teaser's really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. When the first time that you did a film, what was it like the first time you saw yourself on film, on the big screen?
you know, at first when you see yourself, you're kind of embarrassed. You feel really weird. You're like, especially when you're viewing it with a friend.
Oh, right.
The person's like, oh, that's you. And then sometimes when you see yourself on TV, you're like, oh, that's me. But at this time, the first time, it was really weird. It was exciting that I was able to share this with everybody else and me, and being a different person, being a different character.
Sure.
And showing myself in a different way that I can be. It was weird, but I was happy.
Good, good. So, when will the contest start, and when will you begin shooting the film?
Yeah, good question. We'll be shooting the film after we've done our fundraising, and the voting will start as soon as we have finished our post-production, which means that we still have to work on the edits from 2 of the actors. So once that is done, it will be up on the website and on our Indiegogo. And then simultaneously, you can go on the website and vote and back us up through the Indiegogo. It's really going to be exciting. Yeah, we're going to do promotional tours, go to different universities.
Cool.
And then distribution-wise, we will definitely have this at Amazon, Netflix, and Hulu, all the different types of channels, and the old theaters. Yeah, we definitely want to engage also universities.
Okay.
So yeah.
Great, great. So, is there a date when you'll start the voting?
Well, hopefully by the end of this week, and maybe by, well, if not, then the week after. That's when we start launching the website, and hopefully people can start
People
voting.
will go to Indiegogo.
People are going to go,
then
they're going to click and they vote, and like they'll go Altorro, Prince Black, and then they're going to vote. You know, that's what people are going to do. You know?
Okay, but since you don't have the exact date, people can go to your Facebook, which your Facebook is where again?
It's a Facebook is The Man in the Cave, the movie.
Okay.
So facebook.com/ I think, or / The Man in the Cave, the movie.
The Man
in the Cave.
The Man in the
Cave. In the Cave, the movie.
Right, because it's just one man.
So
it may
She's
be
fighting
you.
for it.
Maybe you.
All 3 of them are amazing.
Whoever gets it is
gonna
going to
hard,
be good, because, to be honest, we're all good.
Right.
They're all good.
And we all did not see each other's performance. We all enacted the same scenes, but, you know, did it in the way that we thought it would be. So it's going to be interesting, because I haven't seen everybody else's stuff. So
Great, well, I can't wait to get on there and vote and check it out.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to vote, too.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Right now, we're going to watch your trailer, and it's actually a view.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Surprise!
Anyway, and thank you, everybody, for joining us. You can find out more about the Potluck Show at www.potluck-online.org. My name is Laura Hartman. I'm your host, and again, thank you.
Thank you.
Lotus and Lenta and Altorro. Interesting names.
Thank you.
Great. So
Thank you so much.
Hope you enjoy the trailer. Thank you so much.